Hey, what's up, guys? It's Impact here, and today I'm with my friend
Viper.
and today we're gonna be telling you guys about the first time I tripped and
It was like my sixth, seventh time tripping, and it all started. Okay, so me and my friend, we're just gonna call him Bob. Me, Impact, and Bob. Me and Bob were gonna trip acid, and he didn't want to do it yet because he didn't know if he was ready, and so we were gonna get this acid. We got the acid, and then out of nowhere, our friend texted us say, "Hey, I can't come over, dude. Sorry." And we already had it, so I took a tab, and I was gonna take two, but I only took the one because it was probably the fattest tab. And I was just touching the tab, like I touched it and then put it in my mouth, and the acid was so good that when I touched the tab, there was still LSD on my finger.
and he like packed the bowl because after he took the tab, he's like, "Dude, you want to load a bowl?" So we loaded a bowl,
And I packed it with the fingers that I touched the acid with, and I knew that it made me trip because it hit me like in 10 minutes, like flat, like it hit fast. I'm like, no way, that's happened to me before, so it had to have been that. And then out of nowhere, he just starts tripping.
yeah, like 15. I don't know exactly how long, but like 15 minutes after like we got done smoking the bowl, or maybe two bowls.
Yeah.
But 15 minutes after that, I was just like, "Hey, what is it like to trip?"
And I'm like, it didn't hit me yet. And right when he asked me that, I started kind of feeling it. And then I'm like, it's like a trip. It's like an adventure. You're going through something. And that's when it just hit me. I just started feeling crazy. Like the walls started to curve, and I started tripping out. Like the TV was curving. I just didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Dude, I think I'm tripping," because he told me what tripping is like. Is like, "Dude, I think I'm tripping." It's like, "Dude, there's no way you're tripping. You didn't take a tab."
Yeah,
it's like,
it was
because
just
at the point we have no idea. We found out like about a week or two later how I was tripping. It's because he touched the bowl after he did the took the LSD tab, but
during that trip, like we did so many things. Like we watched a movie. We watched Project X, and if you've seen that movie, it's like a really big party movie. In that whole movie, I just wanted to fucking party. I was down to party, and then like
after I said I was tripping, we were like, "Dude, what are we gonna do?" Because we're like both tripping out like really hard.
So then I thought of the idea, let's go outside and go up on some roofs. So we go to my neighbor's shed. We go on one shed, and they have two sheds right by each other. And so we go on this shed and go on the other shed onto their garage roof.
And then like, this is probably the most trippiest part of the night. So we got up on that second roof, and we were like, we just like started hanging over the side of the roof, and we just saw this like butterfly start crawling up like the side of the wall of it, and it probably doesn't sound that trippy to you guys, but when you're on acid and you see shit like that, it just fucks with your mind.
Yeah, I felt like that was just a trip. I feel like that butterfly wasn't even real. I don't know because I didn't touch it.
Yeah, but I did. But so like, the butterfly was on the wall and it started crawling up, and then it just like took off and flew away, and then like we were just sitting there like, dude, was that butterfly even real? So
Yeah.
And then it comes back and it lands on my finger, and that we both started just like tripping out.
Yeah,
Whoa.
and it started crawling up his finger, onto his hand, up to his freaking arm, and then just fell.
It fell on the ground. It looked like it died, and then it like got back up
and it started crawling back up. And then at that point, we're like, okay, this butterfly's done with. We're done with this butterfly. So we went and walked around, and that was a crazy part of the night too, because I was tripping fucking balls. Like I don't even know.
Were.
Yeah, we were just tripping, and we were just walking around. Every car we saw, we thought it was a freaking cop.
And then because while we were walking around, we started getting bored from walking around, and we were like, because I thought of something that I always kind of wanted to do is, because there's no cars out, like it's 3 o'clock in the morning, right? So there's like no cars outside. So I was like, hey, why don't we go lay down on the highway?
Yeah.
And so we start walking towards the highway because his house is like pretty close to the highway. So we started walking towards the highway, and then we're like paranoids. We're like looking around, and we see like headlights behind us coming towards us.
So we run into the big ditch right by the highway, and there's like big tall grass, like just everywhere, and it was just crazy.
The car drives by and it ends up being just some random minivan that's not a cop.
So then we go and lay in the middle, like, of everything, like where the stoplights are. We just lay in the middle, and we just look, and we look to the other side, and it was just crazy. And then we went back to my house. We tripped a little bit longer, and then we walked halfway to his house, and yeah. So then we departed right there, and it was crazy. I got scared, so I was tripping, so I just ran back home. And I got back home, I called him, I'm like, yo, what's up, dude, how you feeling? And we just talked for a little bit, and yeah, it was one of the best nights I've had.
Yeah, but anyway, that's it for this episode. If you want to see more stuff like this, subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe to mine, ViP3R. Peace out, guys.
Yeah, peace.